Good evening and welcome to another episode of your daily show Achievements. I'm your host Fatima Al-Hajri, and today I am with my colleague Abdul Latif Al-Anizi. Good evening, Abdul Latif.
Good evening, Fatima. And as my colleague said, we are your hosts and we will take you through this episode, so stay tuned after this report.
A successful identity is built on things a person has done. Your most important accomplishments are a very important way for you to measure your success. Colleagues, competitors, and the general public can look at a person's achievements to figure out how successful they are. Most of the time, putting in a lot of work pays off. Most people think a successful life is one of a lot of things to be proud of. When you finish a task, you win over problems or other people. Achieve means to work together to reach a hard and challenging goal. Everyone should be ready to help out and work together if they need to. There are many ways to reach your goal, but in the end, it's up to you to decide how it will pay out in your life. In their careers, some people want to get rich and will be well known. Some people think that even small victories are reasons to have a party. We're all different, so we all have our own thoughts on everything. In the end, though, everyone wants to be happy, and everything you do in life will help you to get closer to that ultimate goal.
Welcome back, our viewers. Tonight we're having with us the most successful player in this field in Kuwait. She is known as figure skater. Her achievement is not just in Kuwait, but all around the world. Although her age is still young, yet she achieved a lot for herself and for her country. We're having a lot of medals and trophies with this young star. So please welcome with us the Kuwaiti champion and the gold medalist, Fatma Ishkanani. Good evening, Fatma, and thank you for being here with us at the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. Of course, Fatma, would like to know about your early steps. How did you begin in this journey?
It started at a very young age. I saw a book about skating. I asked my mom to take me in ice skating at Promenade, and ever since I skated, I loved it, and I continue to skate as I grow.
I think that's very important to actually know your passion at a very young age, to have this, sometimes, kids, they know what they want. So for her, she already knew, like, she wanted to be a figure skater.
And she loved it.
Of course, and it's good that her mother actually, helped her in that kind of direction to guide her.
Which is really wonderful thing, that you have someone to back you up. But can you tell us about that thing, which is the home background and how it's affected you to be what you are today, having these medals?
My mom has been supporting me as I grow up. As well as my dad, he's also supporting me in my career. I was very excited. As I grow up, I slowly see the other skaters who are better than me. I wanted to be like them, so I asked my mom for a lesson and she said yes. So as I grow up, I get better and better, and my mom is very proud of me as well as my dad.
So we are proud of you.
Of course, we're so proud of you. You have amazing achievements. Look at these medals on the table right now, mostly in gold. I think sometimes, even at the beginning, everyone really knows what they want, as I was telling you earlier, Abdul Latif. So when it came to this kind of sport, you chose figure skating, you didn't choose football, you didn't choose painting. Why did you choose this line to walk in?
It's because when I skated, I felt happy and it's very fun, so I decided to say I want to be an ice skater. I have other hobbies, but being figure skater is my life. So
you liked it the most?
Yeah. So I just said that inshallah that I will become a professional ice skater as I grow up.
Hopefully you were. I mean, at this young age, and she has so many medals. I can see that you have a very bright future ahead of you. I think she's very dedicated when it comes to this kind of passion.
Which is actually more important to have these types of medals in a young age. I mean, you are 13 years old, and I've seen a couple of videos before we start the interview. You have really something wonderful, something which is your talent in ice skating, because we tried, both of us. I tried hockey and she tried ice figure skating, Fatma also. So we also know what you feel. because we tried the same thing.
Of course, it's a different thing to be on the rink. I think it's a different sensation. Not a lot of people can relate, but I think anyone who really tried it can relate and understand that kind of feeling, especially like for her when it comes to championships, to actually perform in front of a lot of audience and judges. It's just amazing to be in that kind of feeling.
Yeah. Also, no, I think there's no hobby that's like ice skating. I mean, it is different. When you put your ice skates on the rink, on the ice rink, I mean, you have this feeling that you cannot describe. Because for 17 years, I was in school, and I was every day looking just for the weekend so I can go and play again. So you also the first things, which is also has this wonderful feeling. But can you tell us, Fatma, about your first ice skating competitive?
I think I started as 8 years old, and my first competition was like 3 performance, and I thankfully won 3 in first places. I was very happy, and I was very proud as well. That feeling was like excited and not scared but confident, and I was very happy. Even though if I lose, I said it's okay. There's more competition in the future, and I was very happy with my performance as a young child.
I think it's amazing that from your first competition you won first place. Like you were just going to just compete, you didn't top for anything, just for the experience itself, and you ended up getting first place.
Yeah.
So how was it like, that kind of feeling?
It felt amazing at that age, and my mom was screaming in excitement and happy. My dad said that he was smiling watching me also perform.
Where was it? In which country?
It was in Thailand. Bangkok.
In Asia?
Yeah.
Of course. I think sometimes, like even in Asia's competitions, that can be very competitive. A lot of people from different countries, and for
different
you,
culture, different moves they can learn from, right?
And when it comes to your championships, you had so many. Which one would you say is the most championship you enjoyed?
I think the Emirates, because like I was competing against with older and much more experienced skaters. I was scared at first, but I won on first place. But the rules and everything was organized, and I really liked the competition.
So I think even for like Emirates, you get to meet a lot of people from the GCC as well, because sometimes in Asia, not a lot of people can go. There's a school time, there's people who have to go to work. But in the GCC, it's very close by. I think a lot of people show up from different GCC countries. So it can be amazing to meet up with different colleagues, other competitors. And have you made friends?
Also, you can feel that you are like home.
Yes, of course. It's not so far away.
I don't think I made friends. I don't make friends because watching my teammate perform, and then I just go back and continue practicing.
You're more focused on the game itself, watching the competitors, learning their moves, their mistakes, where you can improve yourself. I think this is very important because
really
sometimes,
dedicated to it,
you know, when you're watching the competition, it's very important to watch for their weakness, so you can like earn more points in that area, and you can get first place as you did. So actually, just being there for your teammates, encouraging them, practicing, being dedicated, really pays off.
That's really mean that you already in a professional level, because we've seen a lot of medals. We are seeing someone at 8 years old said, okay, if I lose, it's okay, it's just gonna be a lesson. I mean, my first competition, if I lost, I would be crying the whole day because I was a child and I didn't know it's a lesson. I didn't know about anything. I just wanted to win. But you saying that means, mashallah, and you already have a grown mind since you were a kid, and that's really a good thing. But can you tell us, since you already have these wonderful medals and this career that you have, what about the Olympics?
The Olympics, it's my dream to perform there and represent my country in front of the audience. And
are you preparing well for it?
Yeah, but like I need to be more prepared because the skaters in the Olympics are very, very good.
Yeah.
Even better than me, I would say. But if I train hard enough, I would hopefully go to the Olympic
And you can perform, inshallah, get a medal.
yeah,
But
and
is it impossible?
it's
It's really possible.
it's almost impossible if you work hard enough with the effort. It's because like there are many skaters in the Olympic and there are like low chances of getting high place, so you have to work very hard to achieve the first place or second. For me, inshallah, I will be better and represent my country in the Olympics.
Inshallah, you'll do
Hopefully
it.
you will. I'm sure you had a lot of ups and downs in your journey. So can you tell us some of the things that you had to face, to overcome, and these kind of things in figure skating?
I get a lot of I lose motivation during training, which is a bit hard. So my mom and dad, they support me and give me motivation to help me go skate and tell me not to give up. So they give me motivation and I keep skating.
Of course, I think that's very important because I think everyone, every now and then, they get lazy. They don't want to go and do the work or practice because it can be so heavy and overwhelming sometimes, especially that you have school and you have to be there with your family.
Too much responsibilities, yeah.
Yes, so sometimes you want to take the time off, but in order to become a champion such as yourself, you really have to push yourself in order to go and actually to have that kind of support system from her family, supporting her, pushing her. That's very important.
So there's actually something important that you should know before you join the Olympic. Is just participating is actually a win. I mean, if you just participated, congratulations, you raised our country's name, and thank you for that. Just participation. It doesn't matter which rank you have.
I agree
Seriously,
with you.
because for ice figure skating, we need that. And just you are thinking about it, well, thank you for that.
Of course, we still have a lot more questions for you, Fatma, but dear viewers, we will take a short break and we'll be right back.
Fatma Shkanani is a figure skater player. She is certified Freestyle 6 under ISI system and Basic Novik under ISU system. Fatma has won many medals in several competitions and tournaments. Currently, Fatma is undergoing training in her own time, seeking a competitive professional in figure skating. Fatma is a young girl who is ambitious and eager to always achieve more. She focuses on her techniques in figure skating and works hard to always improve herself. Fatma has many goals and dreams that she would like to achieve in the future. One of her goals is to become a figure skating coach in the future. Fatma has joined many competitions. She participated in Skate Asia that was held in Bangkok, Thailand in 2018. In addition, she has also joined Bucharest Open Virtual Skating A to Z in both years 2021 and 2022. This year, Fatma participated in Skate Emirates that was held in United Arab Emirates. Moreover, Fatma was able to achieve many wins. In Skate Asia in 2018, Fatma won 3 gold medals. During the Bucharest Open competition in 2021, she won 2 gold medals. Hence, in 2022, during the Bucharest Open competition, she won 1 silver medal and 1 bronze medal. In Skate Bangkok in 2022, Fatma won 3 gold medals, 3 silver medals and 2 bronze medals. This year, at the Skate Emirates competition, Fatma won 1 gold medal. Fatma enjoys spending most of her time practicing her hobby. She is consistent and loves when she is able to achieve new techniques. She strives in order to reach her goals and dreams. Figure skating has become an important sport to Fatma, and she focuses on herself in order to become her best. We are very proud of you, Fatma, and we are happy to see more of your achievements.
Welcome back, our viewers, as we continue our interview with our young star. Welcome back, Fatma. So, Fatma, can you tell us, how do you manage your time since you have too many hobbies? You have basketball, you have also drawing, and ice skating, and also school. So, how do you manage your time between these things?
For my hobbies, I usually have fun with it when I'm like in my free time, like drawing or playing basketball. But when school starts, I leave those behind and start studying. And if I have free, I go skating instead.
Of course, and we'd like to know more about the family support. Earlier, you told us that your parents help you push forward when you're feeling lazy. I think one of the most important things is when it comes to the competition. Who shows up for you? Who encourages you? Who's behind the roles,
Yeah, it's
cheering for
important to
you?
know this.
My mom has been supporting me as I grow up. My mom was very proud of me, and she watches me grow as I improve, as well as my dad. He's very proud of me as well. Um, my family are also proud. They all watch me from the competition to competition. My mom has always been with me since I was a kid when I began my career.
I think
course,
that's
that's
very
important.
important because you see, even your mom was here with us today in the studios, which is amazing to have this kind of support. It's very encouraging. It really helps a lot when it comes to succeeding, to have this kind of support. And also, you mentioned that your family even watches the competition from the TV or from a live stream, which is really a great support as well.
Showing up and having your family and the people that you love around you, it actually motivates you a lot to do what you love to do, because it is important. But can you tell us, since we know who is the supporter and that person that keeps with you, who is that critic person that always tell you the wrong thing that you are doing and keep pushing you also harder and harder?
For the wrong thing, it would be my coach, but mostly who pushes me and motivates me is all on my mom. My mom, if I'm feeling lazy, she pushed me to go and always tell me not to give up.
Criticize sometime?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, it is important.
But it's like, alright, it's like motivating me and telling me not to give up. And even though things like time is difficult, she still helps me and takes me to skating to support me and motivate me and watch me improve.
Of course, I think this kind of motivation really helped you a lot when it comes to the medals that we're seeing right now on the table. So you also actually won 3 medals in Asia in 2018.
Yeah.
So how did that feel like? Because I know it's not easy to compete in Asia.
And it was a kid, it was basic level, so I was feeling excited, confident. I wasn't feeling nervous. I said it's all right if I lose, just to experience, since it's my first competition. I felt amazing at that age. I was excited. My mom was scared since it was my first time, so she had to go somewhere or not look away. Look
have
at
to
me.
Yes,
keep looking
because
at
she,
you.
she was already nervous.
Yeah,
she
she
was
was
more
scared.
nervous than you were.
Yeah, but for me, I was like happy and excited. I had fun during the competition.
Of course, and just like traveling to another country to
Yeah.
compete, I think it's amazing seeing a different country, meeting other people, seeing the culture. I
Having a
think-
trip inside the
yes.
country, go to another islands, especially when you went to Thailand. It is a beautiful country. So can you tell us about the last medal that you have in the UAE?
And
I mean, it is a good experience, right?
yeah, it's a really fun experience. I watch my teammates, our performance. I see their mistakes. I see I encourage them even though if they lose. And during my performance, I was very, very nervous and scared that there are like small mistakes in my program, but I said it's okay. But after the program, I collapsed. I started crying and scared. But when they heard my result, I got first place. My team went very crazy and they were like happy that I won. And I was not expecting it, but I was very happy that I got first place. It's like, it's a very exciting feeling.
It is exciting
Yeah.
feeling, and you will never forget it, because it is a special thing when you think that you did something bad and you think that you messed up a little bit, and then everyone shout out that Fatma did it, she got the gold medal. It is one of these feelings that you will never forget. But can you tell us that there's one of these medals, I think it is the pink one, that you won it from an online?
Yeah,
you tell
it
us about
was
that?
during COVID time, virtual competition, Bucharest, 2021 and 22. So how it works is that you perform on ice and they record you without editing, because if you edit you get A minus, so you have to send the video to the judges and they will see your mistake and send you the result. The pink medals doesn't mean anything. It's just they didn't have other colors, so they had to make it pink. So it means it's either first, second, or third.
Which is
And the
good.
pink is which place exactly?
I have 2 first and 1 silver, 1 bronze.
I think that's very interesting to actually have this kind of competition online,
Yeah.
which is amazing. So when it comes to figure skating, I think a lot of skaters usually they have certain things that they are scared of. You mentioned that in a competition, sometimes when you mess up, you get scared, but you perform, you finish the whole performance, and then you realize sometimes like your mistakes, things like that. But for you, what really scares you about figure skating? Because I think sometimes even like falling from the jumps can be really hurtful.
It's not about like from jumping, but what I'm scared of getting myself badly injured and stopping skating, because when you stop for a long time, you get rusty when you go back. So that scares me, because if I get rusty, I don't have time to get back what I'm good at. And secondly is losing, or like losing motivation or giving up, not feeling good.
It is bad feeling sometimes that you lose it.
Yeah.
But you will, I don't think that Fatma you will ever face it, because you have your family with you.
Yeah.
You have your father and you have your mother, which is really a good thing. But of course, Fatma, we have also a lot of questions, but we will be back. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we come for more and more after this report.
Sport means all forms of physical activity which, through casual or organized participation, aim at expressing or improving physical fitness and mental well-being. For example, forming social relationships or obtaining results in competition at all levels. Surely, sports can help us reach our fitness goals and maintain a healthy weight. Sports also have hidden health benefits, such as lowering chances of different diseases in life. Being included in physical activity like sports improves your heart function, reduces the risk of diabetes, lowers tension and stress, and controls blood sugar. Playing sports helps you build muscles and improves your coordination and muscle memory. There are many types of sports, such as football, basketball, volleyball, tennis, and much more. In addition, car racing is also considered as a sport. Car racing is a motor sport involving the racing of automobiles for competition. Car racing has existed ever since the invention of the automobiles. Formula One is the most popular racing series in the world currently. Formula One cars are open and known as some of the fastest vehicles in the world. Most people love racing cars because to the adrenaline rush that they get during these types of events. For instance, in Formula One racing, the speed of powerful cars is really attractive. Moreover, sports are divided into many categories, such as individual sports, partner sports, team sports, and extreme sports. Some of the individual sports are golf, horse riding, and judo. Partner sports are considered to diving, tennis, and volleyball, whereas team sports are football, basketball, and handball. Extreme sports are climbing, skateboarding, and water skiing. Hence, running is the most accessible and easiest sport to play. All you need is a good pair of running shoes and you're good to go. In addition, there are no rules in running, but that's what makes running so free-form and fun. Running is all about setting goals for yourself and working to achieve those goals.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We're back with our guest Fatma. Of course, Fatma, I think figure skating is not so common in Kuwait. So why do you think that is?
Like nowadays, before, yes, there's not a lot, but nowadays there are more rings opening and a lot of young girls are participating in ice skating, which I support that. There weren't a lot of ice rinks, so
now we have more ice rinks. I think that's very important, because even like for practice, sometimes the rink can be very busy, even with people who just want to go for fun. So to actually have more rinks can really help figure skater to practice, to be prepared for competitions.
Which is really good and important. But can you tell us, since you have all of these medals, which is really good, so can you tell us, and of course, and I'm sure that one of these medals are really close to your heart. So can you tell us which one is the closest?
I would say the Emirates, because it was a fun experience and a scary experience at the same time. I was like challenging with older girls and more experienced skaters, and it was the rules of the competition was like organized. Like the competition itself was organized, so I really enjoyed that competition.
So I think you had a lot of competitions. You had some ups and downs, of course, but there's always highlights and amazing moments in these competitions. So can you tell us about these kind of journey that you had when it comes to things that you enjoyed during the competitions, things that you will never forget?
I would say like practicing with my teammates, or like my coach teaching me. It's for me, I think like as I grow up, I'm creating new memories with the team. I'm having fun and learning a lot of things at the same time. It's a fun experience and a difficult at the same time, but I put all my work and effort in ice skating and to improve, to represent our country and become a good skater.
Of course, I can tell you have a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have achieved all your goals yet. I can tell you still have a lot of things to accomplish. You have a lot of things to look up for, and one of them is being a part of the Olympic Games, right?
Yeah. The Olympic Games, as I grow up, I will practice really hard to represent our country and hopefully win the competition.
Of course, we wish you all the best, especially that you put so much effort into your practice, and I think that's very important.
And achieving these goals is actually something special. But there are two types of people who are the people who achieved something. The first thing, the people who, after achieving these goals, they got a little bit lazy. Say, okay, I'm gonna take a break a few years, and then they get one after one, they never come back. And there are the other people who, when they achieve their goals, they become more motivated. So which type are you of these people?
I would say like the taking a break, but like when I take a break, it's not like that. I take a small break and continue skating for the next competition. Even though like I have a holiday or I'm like on a free day, I'm still skating to like practice and not lose my skills, because if I stop, I would lose everything.
Yeah, you'd lose it.
Yeah.
Of course, also the stamina, because you're not going to lose the skills totally. I mean, if you stop also for 9 months, I stopped, but I didn't lose the skills, but a little bit.
But I think like
stability.
going back,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
But do you think that it will motivate you on the future?
No, if like you take a long break and you get rusty, I think you get a lot of losing a lot of motivation, because you will get tired and you're like,
your performance is not as good.
Yes.
So don't stop.
And and you would doubt yourself, why I can't do this. So if I keep going, I would be more proud, and I was like, oh, okay, I improved much better than last time.
Of course, you can see improvements in yourself, so you can push forward, of course, and try to be better at figure skating. And I think when it comes to figure skating, I think you have a lot of goals, as we mentioned earlier, but what's your next goal? What's your next step? Do you have a competition in mind that you wish to participate in?
For me, like my first goal is to become a professional figure skater and represent my country as well, and hopefully be a coach in the future, inshallah.
But is it maybe in the near future, like let's say 2023? Do you have a plan, maybe let's say maybe a tournament that your eyes spotted and you wanted to go and participated with?
For me, like if I have the chance and I can go to the tournament, I would. But if the timing and my schedule is overbooked, I can't go.
Which is your priority, your school or the ice
School.
skating?
Of course, I think school is very
Yeah.
important.
Good answer. She's never thought, she didn't hesitate. You didn't wait a second. So there's a question on my mind and I wanted to ask you about it. If you go back in time, would you choose another hobby, let's say basketball?
No, I would think basketball would be a hobby, but I would still choose ice skating because I love
As a
ice
profession?
skating. Yeah, because I love ice skating a lot, so I wouldn't choose other sport.
And of course, it is important to have something as a hobby and something as a profession that you will never stop with, because it is important to have these types of things, because I mean definitely Fatma has a hobby and a profession, something she tries to do. But for me, well, I don't have only just one thing, which is the ice skating. I do it like once a month and that's it, because focusing on the job, which is really special.
For me, like I try other sport, but as a hobby, I tried volleyball and basketball in my school. I prefer basketball because volleyball, I hit the ball too hard, it reaches the ceiling. So
Even when it comes to the hit with the volleyball, sometimes it can be painful for the arms if you're not
Yeah.
hitting it right. So I tried that. It can be very painful sometimes.
but my problem is I can't shoot straight.
Yes.
Like when I shoot the volleyball, it doesn't go forward, it goes
Go to
straight
the ceiling.
upward.
How
Yes.
many times you broke the lamps?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, but it touches the ceiling and my classmates are looking at me. And there's like, can you like take it easy?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how to play volleyball.
Well, you're too strong for it, so
Yeah.
that's actually a good thing. So maybe try wrestling next time, which is also a good thing. So Fatma, thank you for this wonderful information that you gave us. But unfortunately, we reached our time. So before we end, do you have one last thing to say to our dear viewers?
Yeah, I would want to thank my parents and my coach and my teammates, and hopefully represent my country and make my country proud as well. That's all what I wanted to say.
And thank you for being here with us. You gave us all the information that you know. And inshallah, next time we will see you in the Olympics, because after you went and participate, just participation, we will have you at the next time. And thank you for everything.
Thank you for being here. We really had so much fun with you. We learned so much. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Dear viewers, we have reached the end of our time for this evening. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.